Hello. I was just sitting here thinking about the dream that I had on last night. Oh, I'm like, what is this on my lip? That's just how this thing look. But the lighting in here got me look like a real live clown, child. But anyways, but I was just thinking about my dream I had on last night. I know before I went to sleep on last night, I prayed and I asked God to give me a prophetic dream. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a prophetic dream. I wanted God to speak to me. And he did that on last night in my dream. I was in this unknown place I've never seen before. This house, I've never seen this house before. The neighborhood, I've never seen it before. But I just remember when I was in the house, oh my God, it was so nasty. Oh my God, it makes my skin crawl. But I knew that it was prophet. I knew it was from God. But I was in this bathroom in this house that I've never been in before, and I was like I said, in the bathroom, and I was spinning up this stuff. Like, it was just like, oh my God, it was like balls and balls of this stuff that I was spinning up. And this is not my first time having a dream like this. The other time I had a dream like this, I was inside of a church, and God gave me the revelation of why that was happening. But it was just like I would just spin up this. I just can't even describe it what it was. I just spin it up. It was a big ball of it in my hands, and I'm just throwing it in the trash can. I was throwing it in the trash. I'm like, oh my God, what is this? And then when I went down to throw the last bit that I had in the trash, when I came back up, when I looked in the got ready to look in the mirror, I had noticed that I couldn't close my mouth. I'm like, oh my God, what is wrong with my mouth? I was panicking in the dream. And when I looked into the mirror, there were swords and crosses. I mean, I'm talking about hundreds of them all over my tongue, little small crosses and swords in my tongue, like, and my mouth was open. I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't even close my mouth. It was so many of them. I'm like, oh my God, and I was panicking. I couldn't close my mouth. It looks, I can still see the vision of this thing. Like, oh my God, it makes my skin crawl just thinking about it, just telling you guys about this, my dream. And I just like, oh my God. But it was more to the dream as well. A lot of warfare was going on in the dream. Like, I was just a lot of, it seemed like it was Halloween night, because it was dark. It was a very dark night in the dream. And I remember just walking through this neighborhood I'd never been before after this event took place, with all the swords and the crosses on my tongue. It was in my, but anyways, Lord, forgive me. But it was just, Lord, okay. Anyways, so I remember walking through this unknown neighborhood. It seemed like it was Halloween night, because it was just a whole bunch of just people walking around with these evil costumes on. And I was just like, oh my God. I mean, it just looked so just spooky and just evil. You know what I'm saying? After this, but anyways, when I woke up, I prayed about it. I'm like, okay, Lord, like, what kind of dream was that? And God was like, you prayed for a prophetic dream. I gave it to you. And God would just showing me that when you saw the stuff coming up first, before you saw the swords and the crosses, like, that stuff was like just all the negativity and all the things that you had been speaking, all the curses and everything that you had spoken of your life out of ignorance. All that was coming out. It was just coming out. It was coming out. And once you got all that out of you, because you've been in my word, and you've been speaking the word lately, you've been standing my word lately, and then when you saw the crosses and the swords in your mouth, that was just me saying that you have the power. You have the power in your tongue to speak life into your situation, to speak life to yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's power in your tongue. Like, this is your weapon. And then also, too, when I was waking up, all I can hear in my head was a song by Tasha Cobb featuring Kierra Sheard. What's that song is? Oh my God. Oh my God. What is the name of that song? Let me see, gotta look it up. Oh my God, what's the name of that song? Where what's her name? Say, I just know Kierra Sheard be saying, when she be having her little praise break, she be saying, use your praise. Hold on, y'all, give me a minute. Okay, I got the song. Tasha Cobb and Kierra Sheard put a praise on it. And that part was Kierra Sheard had her little praise moment. She said, use your praise as your weapon. She kept saying, use your. Anyways, she kept saying in this song, in the praise, her little praise, break, she said, use your praise as your weapon. Use your praise as your weapon. And when I woke up from the dream, that's all I kept hearing in my head. Use your praise as your weapon. Use your praise as your weapon. I just kept hearing that. So God was just saying that, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, so you have the power to speak over these situations, your tongue, you know, I mean, in your mouth, like your words have power. Your words have power. You can defeat the enemy with your words, speaking the word of God. And I know that I have been doing a lot of that. So that's what I know is crazy. And every time I think about it, the vision that I saw of these swords and these crosses on my tongue, like, it was like, oh my God. I couldn't even close my mouth. I was just holding my, I mean, they were everywhere. Little small crosses and swords were everywhere on my tongue. Like, but God said, you have the power and the authority to speak what it is that you want in your life, the things that you want to see. You have the power and the authority to speak things that you don't want to see away, to remove these things out of your life. You know what I'm saying? You have the power and the authority in your tongue to speak to your situation and to change things and to make things better in your life. You know what I'm saying? The power is in your tongue. You know what I'm saying? The power is in your words. And that's what that symbolized. And I'm like, oh my God, even though it was just like not a pleasant sight. But I thank God so much for that prophetic dream and that revelation that he gave to me on last night. I tried to explain it the best way I could, y'all, but it was just but yes, I thank God so much for that. But yeah, you have the power of life and death in your tongue. That's what the word says. Speak life. I know that I'm going to continue to speak life. I'm going to continue to speak the word of God because God has shown me the power that it has. And then, like I said, when I got through with that and I was walking around in this unknown neighborhood and I just saw all these little, you know, just look like demons and different stuff like that. Of course, God said that's no spiritual warfare. Now that you know this and now that you have a revelation of the power that you have, of course, you're going to have the enemy trying to fight you. You know what I'm saying? But continue to speak that word, you know, continue to use your praise, like the song said, as your weapon. Use your praise as your weapon. Use your words, you know what I'm saying, as a weapon to fight against the enemy. Not just your words, but my word. Use my words spoken through your mouth as a way to defeat the enemy. So yeah, I hope I explained it right. I did the best I could, you know what I mean. But anyways, I just wanted to share that. My phone is so bright right now, so bright. But yeah, that's it. Love y'all.